Charles Barkley has never been one to shy away from speaking his mind, and in a recent interview, he made it clear that he thinks Michael Jordan is the best trash talker of all time. But is he? We will look at some of the top trash talkers in the NBA today to see who comes out on top. First up, Michael Jordan is the biggest trash talker in NBA history. Michael Jordan was the biggest trash talker in NBA history according to Barkley. He was known for his ability to talk trash to his opponents and get into their heads. This was especially evident during his playing days with the Chicago Bulls. He often used talking smack to psych out his opponents and get them off their game. His ability to berate other players was so legendary that they inspired the movie called Space Jam. In the movie, Jordan uses these skills to defeat an alien team trying to take over the world. While some people may argue that other players were better trash talkers than Jordan, there is no doubt that he is one of the greatest of all time, and his ability to talk smack contributed greatly to his success on the basketball court. Next up, Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley were two of the best players during the 1990s. Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan engaged in several battles throughout their legendary careers. The two have faced off against one another 39 times in regular season games throughout their NBA careers. Surprisingly, Barkley has defeated the 1993 League MVP 20 times in their head-to-head contests. Michael Jordan, a 5-time League MVP, has a significant advantage in their playoff matchups, having won 12 of their 16 playoff games. The pair fought famously in the 1993 NBA Finals as Charles Barkley's Phoenix Suns attempted to stop Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls from becoming the first squad to win 3 titles since Bill Russell's Boston Celtics squad. The Chicago Bulls won the NBA championships in 6 tight games, with Michael Jordan probably playing his finest basketball of all time. Michael Jordan garnered great individual and team success throughout his remarkable career. He garnered 10 scoring crowns, 6 championships, 6 MVP awards from the finals, 5 league MVPs, and a Defensive Player of the Year award. In addition to winning individual accolades, Jordan's globalization of the sport in the 1990s had a significant cultural impact. Charles Barkley was the best power forward to ever play in that era. Despite playing in the paint against larger, stronger power forwards and centers than Barkley, who is 6 feet 6 inches tall, he managed to carve out a Hall of Fame career for himself via sheer willpower. In his remarkable career, Barkley was nominated for 11 All-Star and 11 All-NBA teams. Next, Barkley's final years in the league and his attempt to join Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Charles Barkley's final years in the league were characterized by his attempts to join a championship team. In 1996, Barkley unsuccessfully tried to join the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls had just won a record 72 games in the regular season and coasted to a championship in the playoffs. Barkley was frustrated by his lack of success in the NBA and was desperate to win a championship. He thought joining the Bulls would give him his best chance of winning a title. However, the Bulls were already dominant and did not need Barkley. Barkley's final years in the league were also characterized by his criticism of modern-day superstars for teaming up to win championships. He believed that players should compete against one another and that it was unfair for teams to stack their rosters with multiple superstars. Barkley's attempt to join the Chicago Bulls was unsuccessful, but it was an important part of his career. It showed that he was still willing to compete and not afraid of challenges. And now, the duo went from being on-court rivals to best of friends. Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan are the greatest basketball players of all time. They had a rivalry on the court, but their friendship was much stronger. They teamed up on the Dream Team for the 1992 Olympics and won the gold medal. After their retirement, their friendship lasted a while. Still, it eventually ended after Barkley criticized Jordan for how he was managing the Charlotte Hornets. Finally, Michael Jordan had an incredible and almost mythical reputation in the league amongst his peers. Whether it was his mental or physical prowess, Michael Jordan always seemed to have the upper hand over his opponents. The way he talked trash was often really effective and got under the skin of many of the people he was competing against. Barkley stated that Jordan was the most aggressive competitor he had ever faced in trash talking. This is a very bold statement when you consider that Barkley competed against some of the greatest trash talkers in the annals of NBA history. Some of the most famous examples of trash talking by Michael Jordan included the following: telling Brian Russell, "I'm gonna bust your ass," before hitting the game-winning shot in the 1998 Finals. His infamous flu game, in which he allegedly called Utah Jazz guard John Stockton a grandma, and saying, "I'm gonna bust your ass," before hitting the game-winning shot in the 1999 Finals. Although Michael Jordan was one of the best trash talkers in the NBA, his trash talking frequently worked against him and caused him to lose games. Jordan was unsuccessful in winning any verbal confrontations he had with his rivals on multiple occasions. Nevertheless, Jordan's tremendous ability to sling trash made him one of the most feared players in the National Basketball Association history. Because he constantly appeared to have the upper hand over his competitors, they were forced to pay close attention to everything he said and did when competing against him. Top 5 trash talkers in the NBA currently. Draymond Green. The Golden State Warriors' Draymond Green is another player who frequently engages in verbal altercations with opposing players and officials. Green has had disagreements with some of the greatest NBA legends throughout the years. The list features players like Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and LeBron James, perhaps the best player the NBA has ever produced, and notable for twice calling a during Game 4 of the 2016 NBA Finals. Furthermore, Green may be the first athlete to insult a whole team effectively because he did so in a press conference following the Warriors' 2015 NBA championship win. Green spoke the following regarding the Cavaliers finalists. Next up, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has developed a reputation as one of the top trash talkers in the NBA and is currently engaged in a battle to get the Miami Heat into the playoffs. Most recently, he rekindled his argument with Karl Anthony Towns, and some of their exchanges were both funny and offensive. Butler, notorious for his vocal altercations, once scolded his entire team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, in front of the entire city before going on a public rampage at Andrew Wiggins of the current Warriors and Karl Anthony Towns. DeMarcus Cousins, an NBA veteran, famously referred to Butler as the finest trash talker in the game. He has only recently demonstrated that he may have been correct. Next is Patrick Beverley. The erratic LA Clippers guard is renowned for his defensive vigilance and capacity to outmuscle the league's top offensive players. Due to his season being marred by injuries, fans have not experienced his unpredictable trash talking. The LA Clippers lost to the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference playoffs when Beverley most notably made numerous jabs at players like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. As the Warriors were without Kevin Durant, the Clippers won their opening contest, during which Patrick Beverley made fun of Curry. Beverley allegedly didn't stop trash talking until after the game and was overheard saying that the Warriors wouldn't be the same without Kevin Durant. Now for Joel Embiid. Embiid is currently in an excellent position to win the Most Valuable Player award for this season in the NBA, and on the court, he has been extremely dominant in his performances. The center for the Philadelphia 76ers is known for regularly engaging in verbal duels with his opponents. He became famous for his social media activities early in his career. During the previous NBA season, Karl Anthony Towns, center for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Joel Embiid, the forward for the Philadelphia 76ers, were involved in an altercation that led to Embiid using foul language to refer to his fellow NBA player. Embiid later stated that he was done with trash talking, even though it was obvious that he had a fondness for it, despite the fact that the players have since believed to have made up. Finally, Russell Westbrook. In addition to being a talented basketball player, Russell Westbrook is also known as a style icon. He possesses a complex personality and is well known in the fashion world. Recently, the star player for the Washington Wizards surpassed all other players in the league's history in terms of the number of triple-doubles they've recorded. However, Westbrook is also known for engaging in regular trash talk and coming up with amusing things to say about his competitors. Although the celebrity in question has stated that he does not seek out confrontations and is only attempting to defend himself, several admirers may not share this opinion. Westbrook has been involved in infamous altercations with several of the league's best players, including Steph Curry and LeBron James. Because of the late charge the Washington Wizards made it into the play-in tournament, Westbrook may also engage in trash talking throughout the postseason. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to leave a comment below letting us know what you think. We love hearing from you.